Hello YouTube, this is the long-awaited and very overdue camera collection video. I thought I'd do this today because I've had a couple more to add to my collection arrive, including this one. This is the Sony PC-1, which came out in 1998, mini DV camera. It's a nice little unit. I think, if I'm right in saying, this is the first Palm camcorder that came out. It does have a stereo microphone, which is nice. A lot of the older Sony Handycams are mono, but this is certainly a stereo one. It doesn't have the night shot feature, which I actually didn't really look enough into before I was buying it, but I just saw it and got it in a ridiculously good price, £16. Because I know a lot of these ones did have night shot. I did have one back in the day that did, but this is not one of those. So that's the first camera to show you. It's fully working. As soon as I got it out of the box, as soon as I got it out, out of the box, put a head cleaner for it just to make sure it's sort of working at its best before putting a new tape in it to try it. And yeah, it's all good. I'm just charging the batteries up. Right, let's move on to the next one, because this is going to be a long video either way. So here is my next camera that also arrived today. This one I've been wanting for a while. They always go for sort of silly money though these days on YouTube, annoyingly. A lot of that's down to the fact because it's digital 8, it can also do the old high 8 tapes and video 8 as well. It just goes into backward compatibility mode and allows you to do that. And because it is digital 8, obviously digital format rather than analog, it has the FireWire connection, which enables you to put all of those old tapes and the digital 8 ones, of course, onto your computer or Mac. So that's a really desirable feature. Plus they're just overall nice cameras. So yeah, they go for a fair price even today. Let's move on to the next one. TRV-900. I won't get these all properly out of the bags and everything because first of all, you've already seen this one, but yeah, it's just a hassle. But yeah, TRV-900, very, very capable camera, lovely standard definition 3CCD chip. And yeah, very loved in the skater world. Now on to one of the more serious bits of kit. This is a Sony FX1000. It's a very nice camera, moving to CMOS rather than the CCD chip that the previous model, the FX1, had. Before you ask, yes, I actually own the FX1 as well, but I bought this as a lighter, newer model. I think this one came out in 2007, I think that's right. On that note, the Digital 8 one came out in 1999. Another thing about that camera I forgot to mention is I had one of those back when they were out and released new. So it's nice to have one again. But yes, this is the FX1000. This is going to be my go-to standard camera because it's much higher quality. Obviously it's HD, it records to mini DV tapes. Mostly all my cameras are DV tapes. But yeah, that's the best video quality one I have by far. It also has progressive mode, which is obviously always good and beneficial for these days for YouTube and stuff, but I actually prefer the image that comes out of it when it's in the 50i, but I think that's more just down to, that's what I'm used to as the style, and that's what I like. The only thing that I don't particularly like about this model is the menu button is very awkwardly placed. There's a very small button down there, where the FX1 was a lot more user-friendly to work with. But yeah, let's move on. So that's just the box for that one. Underneath, this is where I'm going to start not getting them out because there's just too much up here. This is the Canon XH-A1 HDV format. It's a mini DV again. Very capable workhorse of a camera, even in 2019. But I won't get that out. Let's move on. And here it is, the FX1. I only bought this camera last year and I absolutely adore it. I took it out to do some video work last year. Obviously video work is a video camera. Yeah, and it was completely fine. It had zero problems. It's the first time I took it out, which was a bit of a risk, taking a used camera out. But I took it out and it just worked spot on and zero problems. So yeah, really nice bit of kit. It was the first commercial prosumer level HDV camera. And then the model up from this the Z1, which I also own. Actually, I've had a few more years before this one, but I got this one because it was a good price as well. But yeah, the Z1 is obviously the professional model of this, where this one has like a 3.5 input jack, which is getting models mixed up at this point. Anyway, yeah, it has a 3.5 jack for plug in for your microphone, flip out screen. These are all very similar in how they operate with the body, very similar Sony look. But yeah, lovely camera, HDV tapes. Let's move on. I won't get the Z1 out, but it's underneath, because it's underneath it, and I've just put the FX1 back up there. That's Canon 600D, that's a photo camera. I won't bother getting that out because this is a video about my video cameras, not photo. But yeah, that's the Canon 600D photo camera. Let's move on. Now, in most clothes cupboards, you expect to find clothes, but in mine, in the top shelf at least, you find cameras. So let's just blast through this. Sony HC1, this is filmed the other day. I did a demo on this one. It was the first consumer, not prosumer, consumer HDV camera record that recorded 1080i to tape. Same as the big Sony cameras record 1080i, but that's obviously aimed at the sort of average Joe, if you like, slightly more professional. But yeah, this model is known as pretty much one of the tourist cameras, if you like. It is the TRV20 E European model, obviously that's what E stands for, if you didn't know that. Yeah, really nice, handy cam, sort of the dad cam, if you like, the average camera that most parents would buy to film their kids' sort of activities and stuff as they're growing up. But yeah, really nice camera. Testing tapes for all of these. Moving on, this is a bit of a letdown. This is me stupidly just buying this. I bought this a couple of years back. It's standard video 8, it's not high 8 and it's not digital 8. It's the XR though, so it's slightly better resolution. Still pants though, by today's standards at least. The only thing that let me down with this, because I didn't stupidly look into it, this is a mono camera. A lot of them, the lower end and earlier ones were just mono, and I sort of forgot about that. These are the sort of cameras that I would have very much had back in the day because of that age. I was never going to be able to afford those big cameras. I've got a lot of those big Sony cameras because I remember them being new back in the day and wishing I could afford them. And now I do own them because they're all coming down in price. But yeah, this is, yeah, it works perfectly. Nice camera, flip out screen, but it's mono, so it's, yeah, doesn't really see much use. Moving on. This is one of the ones that I wanted back in the day, but definitely couldn't afford. The Sony PD170, the professional version of the 21X. 21X? Professional version of the VX2100. Professional being that it has, obviously, the mic attachments, XLR inputs. Let's move on. Blast through them. It's not Sony, Panasonic. I've got a lot of Sonys. Default god is Sony. This is the Panasonic, oh, sorry about this. DVX 100. There was a model after it, the DVX 100B. This is the A model, so the original one. XLR, it was heavily regarded as sort of the best standard definition in the price point camera at the time. It was 2002. And its competitor model, if you were trying to buy a camera at that point, would have been either this or going with the Canon XM2. Tapes everywhere. This is the JVC HM150 high definition camera. It's the newest camera I own. I actually bought this brand new. Now, it's ironic, it's the newest camera of the lot, but the least liked. Mainly because the image stabilization is pants. This camera records to SD, unlike most of my cameras that record on tape. This records to SD cards. It is a capable camera and it is very professional, but I really just don't like the quality of the screen is terrible. So the resolution on the screen on this is pants, and actually a lot worse than a lot of my old cameras. There's some iron tablets, healthy. Moving on, that is a broken TVR 900, so that just uses spare parts. That one in there I won't get out, but it's essentially like this tourist model, it's just a slightly different model. Right, that is the shelf done. Let's move on. Right, now the camera's under the table. Panasonic MS4 Super VHS. Lovely bit of kit. Got this at a ridiculous good price. For the British Heart Foundation. Got it for like £10 something. Full working order. And yeah, Super VHS. So this one in the nice professional case is the Sony VX2100. See, the VX1000 is the big professional, not big professional, the earlier model that's very loved by skaters. This was the replacement model. Can't be asked to get it out. I already have on another video, and I'm just sort of going to the next lot. And here is the Canon I'm forgetting, Canon GL2 or XM2, because this is the Europe model. America, it's a GL2. Yeah, XM2, very nice standard definition, say capable camera, mini DV, and yeah, as I say, it would have been the comparable model if you're trying to get a camera back in 2002. It was either this one or the Panasonic I showed you. But yeah, I think the Panasonic sort of trumps it with XLR inputs, and I think the picture quality on the Panasonic's better as well. Right, nearly finished. So JVC, that speaks for itself. That is in the box. That is a classic Panasonic VHS compact camera. Sony Hi8 one in that bag, and a Panasonic DV one in that bag. So yeah, sorry I sort of blitzed that, but it was long overdue, that particular video. But that one was just to show you most of the collection. There's only a couple ones that, because one's on the way, which is a JVC GR20, I think it is. That's on the way. And also another thing because I went through them so quickly, is because I'm doing a lot of the cameras individually anyway, so you will see demo video from them and sort of little talks over each camera here and there. But yeah, the Sony one that I just showed you, the Hi8, which is in the bag, that video's already on my channel. I haven't done one on the Panasonic Panasonic VHS Compact, but I will get around to doing that. There is a video actually. No, there is a video uploaded from that one. I'm forgetting. That was the Lost Tape one. That video is already on my channel. Shaky hands. Too much moving around. Anyway, that was my camera collection. Hope you enjoyed seeing it, even if it was just a blitz through them. And I'll speak to you later.